Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Legend Hunters, and oh god,
Welcome back to Let's Play Dark Souls and
Dark Souls 2. Dark Souls 2 is a different.
Dark Souls 2 featuring Leo Horse.
Leo Horse?
I said force.
You said horse.
I said force.
I don't know. Everyone's been a little hoarse. Oh crap!
There's enough fan art of that yet.
Okay, as you can see, Legend's kind of derping.
Of course he is. Says Derpmeister 0.
He hasn't died yet, so he's doing fine.
So, what do we have in this chest?
Ah, the Mailbreaker, the best weapon that no one ever used.
Oh, really?
Seriously, the weapon is supposed to be good, but I've never found a reason to even equip it. The range is just so bad.
Oh, really?
Yes!
Ah, I see someone's been practicing their parry frame since the last recording.
Don't count on it.
Well, thank you for peeking the mic, god damn it.
Well, do you blame me? How often does that happen?
Very rarely, if never in this game.
Alright,
Oh,
so
yes.
go ahead and derp down. I'm pretty sure...
Derp down and derp back up, because there's something we already missed.
Yeah, you didn't get the other thing.
Oh.
Aw, crap, you.
And two. Oh. I hate these guys. They got some weird animation.
Funnily enough, these guys actually taught me how to parry.
Yeah, these guys have some actually surprisingly decent AI.
Actually, don't bother them. They won't attack you.
Nobody make any false moves. I'm gonna grab this large soul of the lost undead, and I'm going to walk carefully around. Have fun trying to chop that down. I don't think your blunt weapons are going to succeed. I'm done. Okay, now backed up. Here we go.
Yep. Do. Nah.
Ah, it would have been fun.
Yeah, it's not. Trust me, we're gonna have to fast forward it when we start failing on this jump. I swear, I've done this particular jump. It took me like 5 or 6 times to actually connect with it.
Really?
Yeah. Although I think they made it easier in this game.
Nah. No, they didn't. It's the exact same distance as I remember.
Okay.
Alright,
So
so
I thought they might have just done something with the graphics. So
let's,
Alright.
I thought that was a turtle.
let's heal. We blew everything up. Well, they blew everything up.
Actually, I think they got rid of most of it. And the turtle is in a different place.
No, there's actually bombs here still, and the turtle is, yeah, it's in a different place. It's down over there.
I'm gonna go up here and grab this packet of souls.
Shows. Oh no, it's Life Gem and Homeward Bone.
Enjoy. There's also, if
What the fuck was that?
I
That's
think
something
one of
just-
the enemies fell beforehand.
We can't go in there until we beat the first boss.
Yep. Which is a pity. Also, if you, well, we'll talk about it when we get there.
So okay, so these two pains in my ass when I was very starting out this game. Very nice parry.
The third hit is the easiest to parry. Unfortunately, my timing was a bit off there. The shield bash is actually one of the best openings you get, so look for it if you're having trouble with these guys.
Before you go that way, why don't we go in there and open...
Ah, yes, the shortcut. And I'm just gonna say this right now. This next part is going to be bullshit. Loads of bullshit. Also, in the original game, there was a Titanite lizard that would run around here. He's gone.
They removed him.
Which sucks, but...
And doesn't really, because there was a lot of times that I simply couldn't get the Titanite lizards.
Seriously?
Oh yeah. There were so many times when the fucking little lizards would run off cliffs, run into poison pits, and then vanish down there. Which is, if I may reiterate, bullshit!
Fantastic.
So, go ahead and use that fire arrow.
Alright, and one-way doors. Don't you love them?
Yep.
No, I
Which is, let me say this, that's bullshit.
What?
You can put your hand through that thing and open it from the other side.
Oh, dude, you think this is bad? Imagine playing Bethesda game where the entire glass is broken that you could reach over and grab the doorknob, and yet it still says it's locked.
Nice.
Locked doors are bullshit.
Alright, so let's go back upstairs after we take care of this halberd guy, because we should recharge our Estus.
Oh, missed my timing on that one.
Yes.
The fact that you actually know how to parry in this game astounds me, because I can never do it.
I've done my research. However, unfortunately, I'm not an expert. I am not like the,
Like in the
Parry
You're
first
not the
Kings.
parrying god from Dark Souls 1.
Yes.
And even I started to learn how to parry from you from that game.
Yeah. And with this, I believe I would like to go to Majula to, you know,
Burn some souls.
burn some
Burn
souls, because
some-
this next part is going to be the death of us. If we're not careful.
Alright, so let's go ahead and I just repeated myself, didn't I?
Yes!
Oh, this is going to be fun.
You just repeated yourself, didn't you?
Repeated myself.
Repeated yourself. We're shoving right off. Where the heck's the,
Before you do that, why don't you go ahead and use some of the soul packets that we've collected. Oh, actually, we should open this too.
There's so much stuff we need to do.
So-
Hi, Lenegrast. I'm gonna go
So-
sit at the bonfire again.
Yes.
I guess we're still counting this as my turn.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Alright.
don't worry. I'm going to be a little kind to you because you started.
Really?
Actually, I've been very kind today.
Oh my god.
I gave money to a homeless man.
It's true. I was there.
Oh my word.
Stand back. This is dangerous work.
Yeah, if you hit that thing the wrong way, that thing's gonna go flying out that window and hit the guy who just fell off the cliff.
And you are
And that reminds me, do we have...
Another useless trap?
another.
Yep, speaking of useless travelers, again. Are we offline?
Yes, we're offline.
Yeah, so we will no longer get the benefit of watching people careen off edges.
Yeah, no more cute little bloodstains. So sorry, folks. My PlayStation Plus subscription expired.
Show me what you've got.
Which is a real pity.
Dirt.
Yeah, but then again, I'm a cheap bastard. I'm not paying money for that sort of shit.
I would pay you money for that shit.
Anyway,
You have
Leningrad.
to have actually money to pay him.
First off, let's see what we can buy from him.
Okay, so there are a few interesting weapons. Basic longsword, very useful weapon, though again, there are a lot of differences between this weapon and the weapon as it was in Dark Souls 1, so if you're coming here off of that system, just know it's different, and the thrusting
Well-
attacks have been mapped to the two-handed set.
Well, to be fair, the problem with this is that you actually get a fire longsword early on. So
Which we
this-
missed.
Which makes this weapon kind of moot.
Actually, it doesn't. The fire longsword is good, but if you want good, plain, old-fashioned physical damage, this will be your friend. Broadsword, kind of like the longsword, only no thrusting attacks, so...
Yeah.
Mer? I think it's slightly stronger, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, it's 8 points stronger, but honestly, longsword's got a better moveset.
The falchion, which...
Falchion, if you're going with a dex build, this will be an early friend.
Yep, and another thing about Dark Souls 2, you can actually dual wield stuff a lot easier. But
Dual wielding is actually a viable strategy,
Well-
and they actually have a stance for it.
Yes.
But...
We'll not be doing that shit.
yes.
that's not what our
The
design...
S-Stock!
The S-Stock is glorious.
It's a fencing weapon, which means all it does is thrust.
But-
It's a thrust
But
sword.
it is, out of all the fencing weapons, it has the best strength stats.
It has the best strength stat, and on top of that, it has the ability to slash,
Alrighty.
which makes it a
Very-
fairly viable option for taking on groups of enemies.
And it also is very useful for alternatives who, for quality builds who want something a bit more swift.
Yes. Rapier, it's kind of like the S-Stock, only it has shorter range, no slashing attack, and it's got beautiful dex scaling.
But it
Which,
is-
if I recall, is the weapon that you're wielding in our title card.
Not quite. There's actually a different weapon that I asked you to draw, but
Oh, wait,
we'll
you-
get
oh,
to
wait.
that one.
Oh yeah,
we will get to that
well,
one.
it's-
You
this
were
is-
saying, Leah?
No, I was just gonna say it's the true dex weapon. The rapier, basically, is what it is.
I
Alright.
actually got through half of the game using a rapier, but I know there are better options, but this is a good starter. Battle Axe.
Nah.
Damn! This thing is awesome.
The battle axe is a fantastic starting strength weapon, which only has one weakness.
Which would be
It does normal damage. It does slash damage instead of striking damage.
true, but that moveset does make it viable in so many situations.
Next we have the mace.
The mace, we have it.
Yeah. Enough said. Moving on.
Spear, we don't have it. And there are better options later. As a matter of fact, at this point, we could have already picked up winged spears, which do more damage and have better scaling.
Yeah, so let's go ahead and move on to see what else he's got.
He also sells arrows, he's got wood arrows, iron arrows, and also bolts for crossbows.
Alright,
If you're
and
using one, that's where you get it. Repair powder,
we're going to need that later on.
And Titanite shards, which you need to upgrade equipment. We have one.
So, as you recall, in Dark Souls, we had the level up system of shards, large shards.
Large pieces.
What was the system, guys? It was
shards, large shards,
Then it would be chunks. If I
chunks, and then the slab. Or large chunks.
Yeah, it would
large,
be large chunks and then finally slab.
Okay.
and there were like only like 3 slabs in the game, unless you wanted to try to grind
Yeah,
against.
but that was back in the days when we could grind. Now, on the other hand, well, we got a few more things to worry about. The fact that weapons break apart, if you do happen to break them apart, you can come to him to make them whole again, because they are completely worthless without this.
However, when you break something in this game, just as we pointed out, if you break something, it actually can be repaired. It does not go bye-bye, see you later.
Yes, which means a certain ring, which we may pick up later on, will actually be in that category.
Alright then, so.
Finally, what we're here for, reinforcement.
You want to reinforce our mace?
Reinforcement is much simpler. It is now just a 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3 tree
Yeah.
per upgrade, which is shards, large shards, chunks, and then the final one, which stops at plus 10, is the slab.
Yeah.
Yep.
Other weapons and armors will use either rarer forms of Titanite, which is the what is the white one called? Not the white Titanite, the shiny ones. The
Shiny. Oh, twinkling type.
Twinkling Titanite, and then the Dragon Bone for boss weapons.
Yeah.
Yep.
But honestly, let's hold off on using our shards for now. Let's save them for when we get the actual weapons we want to use.
Aww. Oh well.
Yeah.
We do have the arch rate rose, but we're not going to be wearing them throughout the entirety of the game.
No, in
yeah.
fact, we're going to have to go see the armor guy for a good portion of our outfit for later on, but...
As a matter of fact, why not see him now? See if he's upgraded his stock.
No, he only upgrades your stock if you buy shit from him.
Yeah. So why not start?
Fair enough, fair enough. Let's see what we can get from him. Maybe we can get a better shield.
Well, we did just pick up the
Blue wooden shield.
no, not the blue wooden shield, the large leather shield, which we completely glossed over. This is a fantastic shield early on. It's got a lot of resistances to a lot of different things, but there is one shield coming up that will actually overshadow this completely.
Alright, enough derping around, let's talk to him.
Oh, hello again.
Alright.
So, we don't have enough to wield this in terms of strength. Silver Kite Shield, on the other hand.
Let's see the stats for it.
Well, you're looking at him.
Oh. Okay, so the large leather shield had 65, but I think this one has better
You might want to cross-check yourself there, dude. The large leather shield has the exact same physical damage reduction.
Ah, derp.
Yep.
Actually, what we want to look at is in the off.
Yes, the armor. The Falconer set is here. If you start off as a knight, you actually get this without the helm, which you can actually buy here. And the helm is fabulous.
Well, why don't we get it and put it on?
Oh, yes.
We're,
Alright.
we're going to want to buy at least about 2,500 souls worth of equipment, I believe.
Yeah.
So I
Something like
believe
that.
getting the Falconer gloves and the Falconer boots would probably put us over.
Yeah, let's do that. And then we need to go to the bonfire to reset, and then we'll see what happens.
Thanks very much.
Although we won't see any major changes until we meet the first boss. I think
Okay.
he's one of the main stopping points.
Hi.
Alright?
Legend, you're a derp.
Yeah, but that's what
Both
I'm
of you
here
are
to do.
derps.
Okay.
Okay, can we get this Dirt Fest going? Because
we-
I'm pretty sure we have done very little in this run.
Yeah, we're already at 14 minutes of faffing about.
Yep. Alright, so I'm just going to burn some souls, and then I'm going to relinquish control after I level up.
Alright, so it'll go to me,
Yep.
and let's see.
And finally, Falconer gloves, already looking pretty good. Falconer boots, oh look at that, and boom.
That looks weird, but we'll go with it for now.
Yep, and that feather. Feather physics, I love it. Alright,
Anyway,
Bearer of the curtain
seek,
blessed.
blessed. And let's level up. Alright, so what would we call that?
Derping around?
Okay, intelligence it is!
I was gonna say intelligence for that fabulous sense of fashion.
Yes!
Go with it!
Alright. You need good fashion sense is hard to come by.
Especially with that quill popping out of her cloak there.
Alright.
Yep. And with that, I am signing off.
Have I mentioned how fucking glorious the water looks?
Yes, you have.
Yeah, that looks... Oh,
That looks fabulous.
actually... No, wait. No, I can't use it, so for now, we travel to the Forest of Fallen Giants to the Cardinal Tackler. Right, I'm in control.
Onwards! And feather physics, why have you betrayed me? Everyone knows feathers don't stand up like that. They droop.
Anyway, come on, load, damn you. I want to go. I want to start. I want to start the shenanigan.
The shenanigans started a few minutes ago.
Yeah.
15 minutes ago, in fact.
Alright, so... It's actually been a while, so I feel a little rusty.
Remember, one of the key things is that we will not be able to summon unless we are purely human again.
I know. Not what I was aiming for, but... Derp! Man, I'm out of it.
Well, get back in it.
Okay, let me go ahead and use this.
Alright, so we're going to take on the big bad of this area,
Yep. So,
and we'll take care of the bullshit in the next area.
yeah. So, I'm gonna go ahead and sit down. Oh, sit this thing.
And
And...
stuff and the thing. And
again, what was that?
That was some stuff. That stuff is going to be a nightmare when we get to that stuff. Watch out on the left, there's a rapier guy here, and he will...
Actually, I'm pretty sure he's using a stock also.
Actually, he is, now that I remember. Oh, there's... Wow.
Yeah, you get... So, we have Pate, who is our main summon.
And he is required.
Sellsword Luette.
I never actually used this guy. I'm not quite sure how he works.
Well, let's take a look at him.
He is chunky, and what's with the red eyes?
That's probably the red eye ring. Causes aggro to him.
So basically, he is your literal meat shield.
That is cool.
Anyway, let's enter the mist. And I love this.
I'm gonna say we look dorky as fuck with,
Yeah.
with the helmet and
Yes.
the Archstraight cloak on.
Dork.
Your sense of fashion insults me.
At least let me get killed by someone who looks alright. You just look like a boss.
Oh, it brings back days when we would play Dragon's Law.
Oh my word. Now that's a game for a... That'll be a fun one. Well, maybe. I don't know. We might do it someday. There's a leg right there.
So-
You might want to whack it.
Yeah,
Bash him in the knees!
actually the best way I found to take on this boss is lock onto his left leg. Because the left leg is much easier to dodge than it does with leg attacks, and you are generally out of his range for his arm attacks.
My strategy is somewhat different. Whatever leg is trying to step on you, avoid it. Go to the other leg.
Stay behind him. Stay behind the left leg, because it is much too easy to get stomped by his right leg.
Of course, the fact that he's moving around does complicate matters, but honestly, he's not that hard. The only problems I can foresee are if he actually jumps back and stomped.
Drink
Like Joe.
like him.
And
Although in stage 2, he tears off one arm to use as a club.
Grievous
And-
harm with the body, indeed.
That's why you want to lock onto his left leg, because the left leg is...
Whoa, we gotta get moving. Pate's dying.
Yes, you do. And the reason you want to beat this enemy with Pate is because he gives you his armor for beating him.
Yep. For the record, if you're using ranged attacks, his torso can also be targeted.
Which is all recommended for sorcerers. And sorcerers
Oh,
that
shit.
sorcerers have an easy time with this boss.
And sorcerers in general have a very easy time with most bosses in the game. Certain ones. Some.
Shit,
maybe,
shit.
Come on, come on. You're almost there. You're almost there. Come on. Yeah! Yeah!
That was close.
I love the...
Only because we're trying to save Pate, otherwise this boss is a cakewalk.
Anyway, we get the soul of the last giant and the soldier key.
Yes.
And that's the first boss that was beaten by 0.
Yep. Why don't you go back and take
Well,
those...
aside from the troll.
What troll?
Anyway. Anyway, what did you say, Legend?
Why don't you go back and take those delicious souls and make a sandwich with them?
Yeah, I'll just go ahead and use a homeward bone. Because I don't want to deal with the guy that's up there.
What guy? You already axed all the dudes on the way down.
Nope. When you go up, there's a turtle guy waiting for you.
Really?
Yeah, when you were going down to this area, he was on the other platform.
Motherfuckers. Okay, so... heed that advice!
Uh-huh.
So back to Majula then.
Yep. Well, that was a quick turn for me, kinda.
Well, you kinda just took down a boss.
Fair point, fair point.
Now, I would like to bring up one thing that I usually do for these RPG runs.
Okay.
And that is, if we use a summon, and especially if the summon survives, we raise attunement.
Alright, since we used 2 summons, let's boost attunement twice.
Alright.
Alright, and that's it. Oh well. Unless you want to use one of the boss souls.
If you want to, that's your guys' call, because we're actually not going to be able to use the
Nope.
weapon that comes from that boss.
Yeah, so I generally just keep the boss souls for
Ones that we might use.
uh,
Dragon Rider soul, maybe?
maybe, but the only one I burn is I think the only one that's absolutely useless is the Soul of the Last Giant.
Ironically enough.
Yeah.
It's the
Because-
first one and the last one.
So, there we go.
For a good 6,000 souls.
Which
Very nice.
Which is a nice little boost. So, let's see what else we can get from these souls. Well, I'd say for knowing that we can use this soul, why don't we boost intelligence once more?
Well, what do you say?
Actually, let me see how many times we can level up. 1, 2, 2 times.
And I would say the fact that we were able to last that long also calls for a little bit of either strength. No, because we were dodging around all that much, I think we should raise Dex.
Dex, you think?
Dex.
Alright. Alright, and actually, with that, we can equip a new weapon that's in our arsenal.
Yes. Yes, we can.
So let me go ahead and equip it. Wait, I want to put it over here.
Which weapon do you have in mind?
The Sorcerer's Staff. And because of that, I want to attune spells and equip the Great Soul. We can't.
Nope. You need to be a little bit brighter for that. But there is a soul there is a spell that you can get, and it's from her. Is that really true, though?
Okay, so Melentia now sells life gems infinitely, which is very nice. But what I want from her is the Soul Arrow.
Again, if you didn't get it before as a sorcerer, you can raise your stats to be able to wield it, and you can buy it from her.
Now we attune it to our slots.
Alright.
And we are no longer a cleric, we are a sorcerer in cleric's clothing.
Yeah, so let me go ahead and show off it. That's the simple Soul Arrow. It's pretty fast.
And absolutely worthless for PvP.
Yep.
Unless you're ganking with a group. So,
And that's just being a dick.
yeah.
Anyway,
Yes, it is.
where should we go from here?
Well, we better continue on where we were going
Beforehand.
just to show off the hidden area.
So, Tower of Flame.
Oh, okay.
I actually was thinking, the Force of Fallen
Oh yeah,
Giants.
I was gonna say just unlock the path to the other area from there.
Okay, so
Go
I'll
to the Cardinal Tower.
you want
there's-
you want to control it, Leo?
Yes, I will control it in the next episode.
All right then. So, I guess once this thing loads up, this will be Death Zero.
Leo Force.
And waiting for his next turn, signing out.
Later, guys.
Ciao.